Welcome to Lesson 4. In Activity 2, we have 4 functions, and the x is the input. The output is either f of x, g of x, h of x, or k of x. Our job is to match f of x to the description, and g of x to the description, h of x, and k of x to the English description of how we get the output. So let's take a look at f of x. F of x is 3 times x minus 7. So one thing not to get confused by is that everything here has a 3 and a 7. It's just that we're doing different things. So what do? The input x is multiplied by 3. Then we subtract 7. So I'm going to find that. To get the output, multiply the input by 3. Then subtract 7 from the result. So C accurately reflects f of x. Now let's take a look at g of x. G of x, we do the parentheses first. So we have the input, then we subtract 7, then we multiply by 3. So to get the output, subtract 7 from the input, then multiply that result by 3. G of x is described by B. Now if we take a look at h of x, my input x is divided by 3, then we subtract 7. So to get the output h of x, divide the input by 3, then subtract 7 from the result. Last but not least, k of x, we first subtract 7 from x because the numerator is kind of like parentheses. Then we divide by 3. So A describes how we get k of x. This is an exercise in what I call math ease, where we need to translate from the math to the English. Okay, number 1 says to match each equation with a verbal description. We've done that. Number 2 says for one of the functions, when the input is 6, the output is -3. Which function is that? So we can check. 3 times 6 is 18, minus 7 is 11. 6 minus 7 is -1, times 3 is -3. So this one looks like it works. 6 divided by 3 is 2, minus 7 is -5. 6 minus 7 is -1, divided by 3 is -1/3. So the answer over here is g of x. G of x is the one that equals -3. The next question asks which function value, f of x, g of x, h of x, or k of x, is the greatest when the input is 0. What about when the input is 10? So let's start with 0. 3 times 0 minus 7 is -7. 3 times 0 minus 7, 0 minus 7 is -7, times 3 is -21. 0 divided by 3 is 0, minus 7 is -7, and 0 minus 7 is -7, divided by 3 is -7/3. So what's the greatest? Well, in this case, it's going to be the least negative. So k of 0, which is equal to -7/3, that's the greatest when the input is 0. Now what about when the input is 10? Let's try this one. 3 times 10 is 30, minus 7 is 23. 10 minus 7 is 3, times 3 is 9. 10/3 minus 7, that's 3 1/3 minus 7, that's equal to -3 2/3. Then we have 10 minus 7 is 3, divided by 3 is 1. So it looks to me like f of 10 equal to 23 is the greatest.